Hello, yo, welcome back. All right, so we are going to continue from where we stop. Okay, so now the question goes this way. The very first question that we're going to be solving, right, goes this way. Find the compound interest on 15,700 for 2 years at 8% per annum, compounded annually. Now, this is not simple interest. This is compound interest. You know very well that compound interest is calculated differently. All right. Okay. Now, and of course, using the regular way of solving compound interest, you know that that is more tedious. Okay. Every year you keep on accumulating the principal. All right. That is why in exam, especially exams where you have to, solve and choose an option. All right, in which you need to manage your time. So I will always advise you to use the formula, right? That particular direct formula of calculating compound interest. The formula that is actually used, okay? The formula that is used to calculate the amount of a compound interest within a specified period of time is given by amount, all right, of a compound interest is equal to the principal, all right? Then bracket open 1 plus the rate, okay, divided by 100, all right, all raised to the power of n, all right, where the n here is of course the duration or the time for that compound interest. Okay, so now first of all, we are not asked to calculate the amount for that duration, but rather we are asked to calculate the compound interest. Okay, but and of course you can see it is very tricky, all right? So this formula helps us to calculate the amount. After we've gotten the amount, we can now get the compound interest. All right, now let's get the amount first. All right, so the amount is equal to the principal. The principal, according to the question, is 15,700. Bracket open, 1 plus the rate. The rate is 8%. Then, of course, divided by 100. Bracket close. Raised to the power of the number of years, which of course is 2. All right, so let's solve. So here I have amount is 15700. Okay, so of course if you do this directly, 8 divided by 100 is 0.08, and 0.08 plus 1, that is 1.08. Okay, you can confirm that with your calculator. 1.08, of course, raised to the power of 2. So at this point now, calculator will help us get our answer directly. Okay, so calculator will help us. So what we are going to do is we are going to do 1.08 raised to the power of 2. 1.08 raised to the power of 2, right? Then, of course, whatever we have, we now use it to multiply 15,700 times 15,700. All right. Okay. So, so what we're having here is 18,312.48. Okay. 18, or better still, let me bring that down. 18,312.48. All right. So, of course, as you can see right here, okay, what we've calculated is the amount. Now the question is, how do we get the compound interest from the amount? You know, that is very simple, okay? So the compound interest, CP, from the amount is going to be equal to the amount, all right, that the compound interest actually generated, all right, then minus the original principal, okay? So the principal is of 15,700. Okay, so let's subtract that. All right, so there's going to be minus uh 15,700. All right, so here we have 2612.48. So compound interest is 2618, right? 0.48. Of course, that should be in naira. As simple as that. So please take note of that formula. All right, as we proceed to the next question. Okay, here we go. So now this one goes this way. Okay, of course, this should be simple interest. No, this is profit. Profit. The question goes this way. An article when sold for 230 naira makes 15% profit. Find the profit loss if it was sold for 180 naira. Right. So now the question is, we are being asked to find the profit of this same item or the loss percent when it is sold by this. And you know very well that for you to calculate percentage profit, all right, um, okay, you know vividly that for you to be able to calculate the percentage profit or even loss, okay, you need to have your selling price, okay, you need to have your selling price minus the cost price divided by, all right, the cost price then times 100. Okay, so the difference in this formula is if it is percentage loss, cost price comes first. If it is profit, selling price comes first. Okay, I hope that is well understood. But in this case now, something is actually missing. Okay, we already know that according to the question, the selling price XP is given as has been given as 280, but we don't know the cost price. So how can we get to know the cost price? So we'll use this, the very first expression, okay? So we'll use this percentage to get the cost price. So let's go there. So the percentage, which of course is, we are told that this is percentage profit, which is 15%, all right? Is equal to selling price, okay? Which of course is 230 minus the cost price we don't know already, of course, divided by the cost price, then of course times 100. Okay, so in this case, I know what we'll do. Okay, we are looking for CP, cost price. We just need to cross multiply, all right? And of course, rearrange the equation. If I cross multiply, I'm going to have 15, okay? I'm going to have 15 CP because I'm cross multiplying, right? I'm going to have 15 CP is equal to, of course, 1 multiplied by the numerator. Remember, this should be in a bracket, right? So this is going to be 100 times 230. That's going to be 23000. Okay, 100 multiplied by CP. That's going to give me, that's minus 100 CP. All right. So of course, collecting like terms, I'm going to move this 100 CP to the other side of the equation. 15 CP plus 150 give me 115 CP. So I'm going to have 115 CP, right? I'm moving this 100 CP, minus 100 CP to the other side, it becomes plus. So minus 100 CP plus 15 CP, that's going to give me 115 CP. So it's equal to 23000. So in that case now, our CP, now you know exactly what is going to be. Our CP is going to be equal to 23000, okay, then divided by 115. All right, so let's do that. So here we go. 23000 divided by 115. What do we have? 200. Okay, so the cost price is actually 200. So with this cost price, now we've gotten the cost price, now it will now help us to evaluate that percentage profit or loss. So let's see, is it going to be profit or loss? Okay, it was sold for 180, all right, and the cost price we calculated is 200, so that's going to be a loss. Okay, so in this case now what we are calculating is percentage loss. All right, so Here we go. Percentage loss. Of course, you know the formula. This time around, cost price will come first. Okay. So cost price comes first, 200. Then minus the selling price, which of course is 180. Then divided by the cost price, 200. Of course, everything multiplied by 100. All right. So calculator will actually get the answer that we're looking for at once. Here we go. So 200 minus 180, of course, that's going to be 20, of course, times 100. Okay, so that's going to be 2,000, which, of course, divided by 200, you know exactly what you're going to be having. Okay, that should be 10%. All right, so the percentage loss is 10%. As simple as that. All right, we proceed to another question. This one goes this way. Okay. The population of a village decreased from 1,230 to 1,040 due to breakout of an epidemic. What is the percentage decrease? This is just very simple question. Okay, very simple question. Of course, the percentage decrease is simply the decrease, that decrease in population, all right, divided by the original. Okay, so divided by, you can say initial population. All right. And of course, its percentage you have to multiply by 100. So we can do this. So let's look at the decrease. Decrease is a difference between the decrease. All right. Decrease is going to be 1230 minus 1040. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So 1230 minus 1040. 190. So percentage decrease now is equal to 190 divided by the original, which of course is 1230, then times 100. Okay, so here we go. All right, so 190, of course, 190 divided by 1230. All right, approximately 15%. 15%. All right, so I have another question here. Now, this one goes this way. If a car runs at a constant speed and takes 4.5 hours to run a distance of 225 kilometers, what time will it take to run 150 kilometers? All right. So this is the time. All right. It takes this car to run this kilometer. And we are told that it is moving at constant speed, all right? So it is still this same speed that is gonna use to run this number of kilometer, all right? So in this case now, what you need to solve for is the speed. Okay, of course, you know that in proportion and in ratio, okay, you know very well that speed is always equal to the distance all over time. All right, so here the distance is 225. 225. Then of course divided by the time, which of is 4.5. All right, so here we go. 225 divided by 4.5. 50. All right, so that's 50. 50, 50 kilometer per hour. 50 kilometer per hour. So we can now use that to calculate this time. So we've gotten the speed now. We apply the formula. Remember, speed being 50, 50 kilometer per hour is equal to the distance, which of course is 150, then divided by the time. All right, the time. So time now will be equal to 150 all over 50. So as you can see, that should be 3 hours. 3 hours. All right. So, okay. So that is it for now. And you can see I just made everything simple, right? Those are the simple approach. Please take note of this formula, the principle, right? Because we are still going to be looking at more questions. Okay. So see you in the next video. Thank you very much.